Guys, the NWA was hot in 2018. Take a listen to this first match. This is Colt Cabana teaming with or taking on Scorpio Sky, taking on Sammy Guevara, taking on Samuel Shaw. Sam Shaw, of course, we know is under WWE contract these days. Sammy Guevara, Scorpio Sky, and Colt Cabana, all with All Elite Wrestling. This is a four-way elimination match for the NWA National Championship tournament. This is a semi-final round here, and Sam Shaw gets the win, 14 minutes and 57 seconds. Of course, we know Sam Shaw these days as Dexter Lumis in WWE, but man, this is a lot of talent here, and this is before AEW is even a thing. Looking back with the benefit of hindsight, pretty big opportunity here for a lot of cats, no?
And, watching the matches in the Asylum that night, it just goes without saying. I had a grin on my face because it's one of those buildings that, and I said it in my promo that night. The very first wrestling match I ever watched was in that arena. And so here it is, 30 plus years later, and I'm promoting a show, and the people are still rocking and rolling, and always has a special place in that kind of deal. But our boy Sammy, off the charts. I'd worked with him in AAA in Mexico, but yeah, Scorpio Sky, my man Sam Shaw, who I'd worked with in TNA. It's cool. And boom, boom, Colt Cabana. Good stuff.
Next up, we've got Laredo Kid taking on Barrett Brown. As folks are listening to this, they probably saw Barrett Brown get absolutely obliterated last night by the Murder Hawk, Lance Archer. And you've probably seen Laredo Kid bounce around here and there. He's been on some AEW shows, certainly down in AAA, and lots of independents, Impact Wrestling. He's done it all. Jim Cornette on commentary here is going to see a Poison Rana pulled off by Barrett Brown, and Cornette can't help himself and says it's the dumbest move in professional wrestling. Barrett Brown gets the win, though. 3 stars, according to the Torch, and it goes 10 minutes and 57 seconds. We should also mention, because this is directly from the from the Torch, someone came into the commentary booth. He told Cornette to sit down. He said his name is Absolute Ricky Starks. He said he's perfect and nobody can be better than him. He said he's about to give his best entrance. A video package then played highlighting Starks to a guitar riff as he was shown smirking and wearing a fur coat and a low-cut tank top. This is the introduction to the NWA and really the world of Ricky Starks, and it's on this pay-per-view. Dude, when you look back, you got the beginning of some really big stuff happening on this show.
And that's where, you look at different cards that I'm going way, way back, late 80s, early of that little transition, that you just Super Clash. We've covered that on this podcast when you go, oh, wow, Iceman King Parsons wrestled this guy, just names that pop out. But now in this era, Ricky, Sammy, these guys that like, you just don't even put it in context. So it's cool. Back to our conversation of promotions that put together big events on a consistent basis. It's so good for the business. So good for wrestling.